Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's video is basically just an update video. I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about some updates with the donut shop that we started. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the corner and in the description box below so you can go check that out, because Dan and I helped open a donut shop through our church, which is very exciting. And we started that, I think it was June 13th was the first day. And it is now the very tail end of August, and we've been doing pretty decently. We've been selling our donuts out of a location in downtown Columbia City here, out of another store that has very graciously opened up their doors to let us bake and sell donuts out of there, and that is the Junction Cafe. They are at 200 East Chicago Street, and we found out not that long ago, we're planning on moving locations. And that would mean that when they move, that space is open for lease. So we got to talking with them, we got to talking with the landlord, and came to an agreement, and we ended up signing papers this last week so that starting November 1st, that building will be ours for the year, which is very exciting. Also, that means that there is a lot of work to do. So I mostly wanted to make this video, one, because that's a very exciting update, that we're gonna have a space that is completely our own to be able to do all sorts of things. We have 1.5 million ideas of things we want to do with this donut shop. It is very exciting. But also to let you know that leading up to November, there might be more videos that I'm missing than usual because it's a very busy time. I think I had mentioned in prior videos that most of my free time is once Elliot goes to bed, and as of the last 2 months, I am at the donut shop when Elliot goes to bed, meaning I do not have very much free time to do YouTube, to do sewing stuff, period. So as a result, finding time to film and edit and post videos and do all sorts of stuff has kind of been put on hold. I had that whole Etsy challenge where I was trying to do a different project every month, and then I got too busy, so I was like every other month, and that's just stopped entirely because I just don't have the time. And YouTube videos, mostly the ones that I am posting, are ones that I'm able to film snippets of here and there over the course of multiple days, and I don't have that many of those that I'm working on, so it's been difficult trying to keep up with everything. But once November 1st starts and we have this building completely to ourselves, we can manage our time very differently. So currently the way that we're operating is we have to operate around the Junction's hours, and they're open from 11 to 5, meaning we have to stop selling by 11, so that's why we start at 6 to 11 a.m. every morning, or Wednesday through Saturday. And then we can't go in to prep ingredients or anything until after 5 p.m., meaning I usually leave the house at 5 in the evenings to go get any ingredients that we have, because also I have to go to the grocery store to get ingredients almost every single day for the shop, because we have a very, very limited space that we can utilize in the shop, because it's another building's space and we're just trying to fill in any nook and crannies that we can and not encroach on their space. And once the space is totally ours, we can spread things out. We have a lot more room to have more stock on hand of things. We'll have an entire refrigerator worth of space to put refrigerated goods, so we can have refrigerated goods for more than just 2 days worth or a day's worth. So it's going to be very, very nice. But currently I'm leaving my house at 5 p.m. and I'm not getting home until 8:39, depending on how busy it is and what all we're doing. It's been 10 or 11 some other nights. So it's been very busy times, and even if I get home at 8, by the time I get home, my brain has already started to check out. So once the shop is ours, Ellie and I, our hopes are we can go in at like 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. and work on prepping all of the donut stuff so that we can also be home with our families in the evening, which would be really nice because Ellie has children as well, and I know she does not want to be away from them 4 nights of the week, and I don't want to be away from Elliot 4 nights of the week. So we're very excited about this, and we're kind of at the point now where we are just powering through. We're like, all right, 2 more months, we can do this. Like 1 more month, we can do this. 2 more weeks, we can do this. And it's very exciting. So we've been working on brainstorming how we want to decorate, what we want to do. We plan on having like a book nook. We want to have donut decorations, all of the fun stuff. We want to make the shop a place where people can come and hang out, whether that be come to just catch up with friends, or come and do computer work, or come with their kids. We want this so badly to be a kid-friendly space, so like moms can bring their kids and have a little kid area that they can play in. And that's really what we're hoping, is that this is something that's friendly for the entire family to come hang out at. So we've been brainstorming all of that. Like I had said, if I am missing more videos than normal over the next 2 months, it's just because YouTube is having to take a back seat to all of the donut shop stuff, and that for right now is okay. I do really want to get better at my time management so that I am able to prioritize these videos more, but if it has to take a back burner temporarily, that's fine. I would love if anybody watching this video wanted to come hang out and visit us at the donut shop come November. That would be really cool. I'll have the address to the building in the description box. I've already said it in the video. I will also in the description box have a link to the Facebook page, and we have an Instagram now. It's nothing really all that fancy, but it's still there. So I will put that. All of those links will be in the description box. I will also put a link if you are wanting to help support us financially, because we are part of our church. The donut shop is part of our church plant that we are running. One of the big purposes of this donut shop that I talked about in the other video that I had talked about us opening this shop is to actually bring in an income for me and Dan and Jesse and Ellie, the other couple who started this with us. And because both Dan and Jesse are the pastors of our church plant is very small, and financially we cannot afford to pay Jesse and Dan both fully, like full wages. So right now Dan is only getting a small amount of income from them. Jesse is getting a small amount of income from them. And for a while, Aldi is what was paying our bills. And Jesse and Ellie, they've been having to take on other side jobs and stuff to pay bills. So opening this donut shop, the hope was that this donut shop would be financially successful enough that we could rely on that to pay our bills. And it's already proven to be an incredible way to connect with people in the community, which was also another one of the huge goals that we had for it, was to be a place where we could connect with people in our community and get to know them better and just kind of pour out love on them. And that has already proven to be very fruitful, which is amazing. And with it being part of the church, like, we aren't going forward with this like you would a typical business where you take out a big loan to pay for all the upfront starting costs and then you go back and you pay off your loan. Like, we aren't taking out any loans, we're working with the money we have. And the church has just a little bit of money in the bank, and so we're using just a tiny bit of that. We're mostly just using any income we get from the donut shop, which is currently not a lot. So with that, like, we can absolutely take support from people, if you wanted to financially support us and help us out, I will leave, like I said, a link in the description box to that. It'll take you to a website called Tithely, which is what our church uses to process any sort of incomes, any giving. And in there, you would fill out your information, fill out how much you want to give, and then there's a memo line, and you would have to make sure you write down that you're wanting to give it to the donut shop. Otherwise, it'll just go to the church, which is also awesome. But if you're wanting specifically the money to go to the donut shop, you have to specify that. So that's where we're at right now. It's very exciting. We've already gotten a huge donut display case, and we've gotten a couple other things that are ready to go, but there's still a lot that we need to do. We've been scouring Facebook Marketplace for things. We've been brainstorming all sorts of ideas, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's very exciting. It's also mildly overwhelming, but I wanted to pop on here, film this video, let you know what's going on, let you know why I might be a bit absent in video posting, and hopefully come November I'll be able to start consistently posting some more and actually get back into sewing. I would really like to do that. I had a lot of plans for stuff I was gonna do, and most of those didn't happen. So I'd like to start checking some more sewing stuff off of my list. But thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for following us along. And thank you for being willing to sit through these update videos on the donut shop, because there is a lot that we are doing, and I really do want to document it. So when, we're just as big as Starbucks, we can look back and see where we started, I guess. So, yeah. But I think that's about it. So, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!